Hello everyone, welcome to your 17th PHP tutorial in my series of PHP tutorials. In my tutorial on switch statements, I learned you that you could use, I not learned you, but I told you that you can use break statements outside switch statements too, and that's what I'm going to show you in this tutorial. So erase everything and create a for loop. And again, I always call the variable inside my for loops I. And this is just a basic for loop, and I'm not going to explain that, as I already explained you that in the on my tutorials on for loops. So go back and watch that if you don't know what a for loop is. And now we're going to say if I equals 5 or bigger than equal sign 5, break, and also make it print out the value of I, and of course 1 plus. And as I see, I am about to make the same mistake again, so I'm going to put the dollar signs correct this time. And also I'll miss one down here. Now simply save your page, or save it, and go into your localhost/localworld.php file, and again make sure that your XAMPP control panel is looking something like this. And now reload your localhost/localworld.php page, and it will say 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then it stops. And actually I'm going to change this to 2 equal signs. Do that please, and hit Control S to save it. And now I get some exception again. I had it in one of my previous tutorials too, and I honestly don't know how this keeps happening, but for some reason I am very likely to get a error exception in Notepad++, and I don't know why. It never happened to me before actually, but I don't know. Apparently it is happening right now. But as I was saying, change this I thing down here to 2 equal signs. And now reload Firefox. Still says the same. And maybe that is because that I need to remove this. Try to remove this with 1 plus thing. And now reload it. Yeah, that helped. Now it says 0 1 2 3 4 5, and as you see it stops at 5. And you may think like, okay, there sure is something wrong here, because it was supposed to loop this 10 times. It was supposed to print out the value of I 10 times and increment it by 1. But when I said 10 times clearly, then why did it exit at 5? That's something to do with the break statement. You see, what this loop will do is that it will print out the value of I, and then it will check for, okay, if I is exactly equal to 5, break. And what break will do is that it will terminate the program all of a sudden, just like the die statement, which I used in my tutorials on creating and writing and reading files. I used the die statement, and it has the same function as break. Break will break off this program and terminate the process. So it'll print out I, and then it'll check for if I is equal to 5. It isn't. If it isn't, then just continue the loop and increment I by 1. And then it'll keep doing this, but then after it hit 5, it'll break. It'll end the statement with it'll end the program with a break statement. So well, this was your tutorial on break statements, and next time I'll be learning about something called continue statements, which is a little bit more complicated, so pay attention in my next tutorial, and of course pay attention in all of my tutorials basically, but well, in the next tutorial it is particularly important that you pay attention. Anyway, enough chat about the next tutorial. I'll see you in the next tutorial, hopefully. What the? Didn't I?